You swallowed your scream, bit your tongue, held back the roar in your qalb. You thought silence meant you were good. You apologized for your anger, for your tears, for the ache in your chest when even dhikr felt like a burden to carry quietly. You hid your pain behind verses, memorized perfectly, recited beautifully. But inside, you felt like a caged bird, song unsung. They said, just be grateful. But gratitude felt like a lie when your soul was screaming. You felt guilty for feeling when you were supposed to be healing. You stopped raising your voice in dua, not because you forgot Allah, but because you felt too unworthy to disturb the silence with your desperate pleas. You believed your roar meant you were cursed. That maybe you were too broken for even the most merciful to handle the volume of your pain. You thought faith meant quiet submission, that showing your roar meant you were failing Allah. But the pressure to be silent, it distanced you. You apologized for your tears, for your anger, for the ache in your chest during tahajjud. You thought Allah wanted silence, not your shattered heart's cry. You hid your pain behind verses, memorized perfectly, recited beautifully, but inside, you felt lost, like a bird with clipped wings, song-trapped. They said, just have faith. But faith felt like a burden when your soul was screaming to be heard. You felt guilty for needing volume. You believed your roar disqualified you from rahmah, that maybe you were too fragile for even the most merciful to shelter your loud, desperate heart. You thought maybe he stopped offering mercy, that your roar was too loud, your silence too empty. That peace meant no volume, only whispers. Allah says, and when my servants ask you, O Muhammad, concerning me, indeed I am near. I respond to the invocation. Al-Baqarah 186. Your roar is not a sign of weak faith. It is a sign that your heart still longs for its Creator. Even in volume, you turn to Him. That longing is pure. Tadabbur is not about understanding every word. It's about letting the Quran find the parts of you that ache. Let it sit with your pain. Let it whisper that you are seen. The Prophet said, raise your hands during prayer, for indeed you are calling upon the most generous. Your loud dua, your very presence here, it's already heard. In sujud, you finally stopped silencing yourself, not in prayer, but in surrender. You cried out, not for silence, but for a place to just be heard. In truth, this is what Islam has always taught. To feel is human. To be heard is divine. Your need for volume, it is a call to Allah. You don't have to earn being heard in front of Allah. He knows your struggle. He knows the parts you hide. And He still offers you refuge. Being heard doesn't mean the pain disappears. It means you no longer carry it alone. It means you can whisper Ya Rabba and know He is already there. Let go of the need to be perfect. Let go of the fear of being seen. Just breathe. Just be. Just trust that you are worthy of the love that was always meant for you. You carried your silence like a secret shame. You apologized for your tears before Allah, thinking maybe He needed you to be quiet to be loved. But what if mercy was never about being perfect? What if your cracks are not flaws? What if they are spaces for nur? What if your soul, in all its volume, was exactly what Allah intended to draw you closer to Him? What if being heard starts with stopping the silence? If you're ready to stop silencing yourself and start being heard with guidance rooted in the Quran and Sunnah, we've prepared something gentle for your journey.